Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome to this edition of Minecraft Dungeons. We are continuing our efforts to tackle every mission and defeat every enemy. Um, as a fairly average player, it's a challenge. What a great game, though. Let me grab my controller. I completely reconfigured my room. So I was having issues with my computer being at my feet, and USB plugs for everything, and cords wrapping around my feet all the time. And so now the computer is up on a table to my right, where I have access to everything, and everything seems to work now and not get unplugged accidentally. So it's worth taking the time to get things set up how you like it. So we're going to travel to camp here and see where we're at regarding our progress. That's the better word, progress. At this point, I still, I wish things looked different. Like as a teacher, I'm always thinking, and as a computer science teacher, I'm always thinking, how could they have done this better? Like looking at this map, I really can't quickly tell which ones I've already done and finished, unless I'm missing something. Like these icons just mean that I've opened up a merchant. But I wish it changed color, or I wish there was a check mark next to it. See right there, there's a check mark next to Squid Coast. It's just not obvious to me, and I think it should be. So again, last time I attempted a daily trial, and this time it's way up here. And if we take a look at it, recommended power is 16, my power 11. I am not there yet, so I think it's probably foolish of me to continue. The tower is good, but I like progressing through the missions. But where do I go? Like, what haven't I done? Now I'm looking at the icons. What's the difference between that icon and the sword? Maybe that? No, I don't know. Maybe that means I haven't done it yet. I don't really know. What that really means. So, pumpkin pastures, recommended power 10, my power 11. So let's do it. Let's go pumpkin pastures. But again, I don't even know if I've done this before. So I got so many things going in my head and around me in my life, other hobbies. I don't know if you're that way too, but I am. I'm gonna skip that. Kind of obsessed with all kinds of different hobbies, and so I don't just sit and play video games all day. I can't do it. Oh, and there's my little pig again. My little pig. Penelope. She travels with me everywhere I go. But she's always behind me. I mentioned this in the last video. Like, Penelope, you could step it up a little bit. I think she's worried about becoming bacon, which I get. If I taste delicious fried up in a pan, I probably would have to be concerned about that as well. So here with the skeletons, you always shoot and move. There's no reason to take a arrow in the side of the head. I'm going the wrong direction. I always want to follow the recommended path. Oh, up and left. So up is here. Shoot and move. That guy don't worry so much about shoot and move. So follow the arrow. It takes you to your next checkpoint. I like skeleton. I do like the interesting. Sorry, I can't talk and fight at the same time apparently. And I do like the colors. That's all I was gonna say. I like the colors of the pumpkin patch. I think it's really cool. Shoot and move. There's a skeleton. You can always, if you're fast, you can shoot and move and avoid being hit. Apparently, he's kind of tough, man. He's an enchanted skeleton, so he's taking more than I thought. And I'm out of arrows. I'm just gonna smash him upside the head, and this guy too. So all right, okay. So the last hearth. Find the village. This is called the last hearth. I definitely miss having arrows when you're out, and it makes you really realize. I do have to remember, and I say this in every video and every time I play the game, say to myself, don't forget that I have more than just arrows and sword. I forget that. Like, I forget I can hit other buttons and do other things, and I have some special abilities. I have never been really great at controllers and memorizing patterns and things like that. So when early on when I had a PlayStation, and you had to hit like, triangle, triangle, X, square, A, square, B, for a special, no way. It just wasn't in my ability. Can't do it. I don't have the ability. And the worst was when I played against my son in any kind of like Madden football game, because I could like hike the ball and throw the ball and run, but all the combinations of keystrokes to do extra things like spinning and juking and stuff. My son was great at it, and I just never, I never stood a chance against him. So I guess what I'm saying is the more basic the game, the better. So and this is pretty good. There's not a whole lot. Just I can pretty much just hit all the buttons and see what happens. I don't have memorized what does what. I mean, I know that this is swing, and I know that that is arrow. That's like muscle memory right now. And I mentioned this before. Okay, none shall pass. Okay, no. I'll get you. I mentioned this before, but because it's a Microsoft game, all the controls are listed as Xbox controls. So X is not X, and all that stuff. That makes it for me like disaster. Like whatever. It's not easy having a terrible memory, and I've always had a terrible memory, for sure. But little ADHD, little whatever else I have, it's actually fairly impressive now looking back that I finished 3 college degrees, and when you can't remember anything, it wasn't easy, for sure. But if you don't know, I've got 1 bachelor's and 2 master's degrees, and I felt really good accomplishing that. First in my family to get a bachelor's, and first in my family to get and first in my family to get a master's degree. I died. So I'm big on education, even if it's not easy for you. But I can do it, anybody can do it. I did, however, stop before going after a PhD. That's a doctorate. Because you have to take a major test just to qualify. And the booklet was like 3 inches thick about it. And you have to study trigonometry and pass all kinds of high math. And once I saw that, Mr. John's out. So, nope, there was no need. There was no real reason. The master's degree, I think, helped me as a teacher. And I get paid more because of that in the school districts. The basic school district, they pay teachers more if you have a master's degree. And so, those walls are terrible. So that was worth it, but a PhD doesn't do anything for me. And I don't want to teach college. So anyway, it was a good reason not to do math. So math is not my thing. The nice thing about dying in this game is you get your arrows back. So I think that's kind of a positive. Alright, we're just trying to get through fucking patch. Oh, if they flash one. Oh man. I'm surprised you don't kill me. Flashing, right? Flashing creepers are terrifying. Make see flash and run. At least I think my defense has improved so that I can survive the explosion, whereas before I was lower level and couldn't survive it. This is actually getting fairly tough. I don't know what that is. Flaming quiver. Pick up. Apple. Pick up. Okay, a flaming quiver. Okay. So super fun. If you haven't bought this yet, definitely worth the $20. Just for me, and maybe I'll switch into the other direction and I'll go back into a traditional Minecraft kind of phase. But this is definitely more my type of game. It's a hack and slash dungeon crawler, which has always been more my style. And so if you haven't played Diablo 1, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, that's pretty much my World of Warcraft. And there's only a free version of World of Warcraft. Guild Wars. I played World of Warcraft and fell in love with it and spent many hours playing the... you can play a free demo. Well, it was a free demo. It was up to a certain level, 20 maybe. It's been years, so I don't quite remember. But there was like $10 a month, or maybe it was $5 at the time. But I'm like, oh, that ends up being more than the cost of the game every year. Which, no, $10, that's $120 a year just to play World of Warcraft. And that's a lot. So I heard about this game called Guild Wars and checked it out. And guess what? It was pretty close. Graphics were different. Didn't quite have the same feel, but I got completely obsessed with it. And I bought every game. So, $60 a game, you buy 3 of them or whatever. Okay, I gotta get this Evoker. Man, he puts on those bricks or traps and stuff, and he's tough to beat. As long as you know his pattern. And as soon as he throws down traps, just move. Health, run. As long as he misses. Or you can just rush in and grab him. But right now I'm low on health. Really low on health. Help. Okay, I'm kind of running and hiding. Look at my health, it is bad. My heart's beating. Can't take a hit or I'm done. Come on, rebuild. I need potions. And I want to go get a potion by killing somebody at this point. So Guild Wars, huge universe, huge world, and one-time purchase, no monthly fees. That was a thing for years. I played, I don't remember 3, maybe just 1, 2, Guild Wars 2. Oh, there we go. Finding the health just in time. Now do I go back and get that Evoker? Probably not. Don't have to. So Guild Wars is a game, actually, I would probably go back and start over and play again. It was that good, and since I still have it. The problem is, that was before Steam. So, level up, yes! But don't die now, just go level up. Run. Oh, flashing. See, there's an example of how flashing creeper equals death. Oh, now back to the Evoker again. Alright, there's no way out. So it's got these terrible traps. So what I'm saying is run, shoot, run, shoot, run. I didn't get any shots in there. Run. Come back around. Running out of rooms. Let's get back over here. Run. Or at least off to the side's good. Oh, I'm low again. Oh, I'm died. Run. Before Steam, you had to keep the game, the CD, the DVD, and get. Oh, I died again. Not yet. Game over. Take time. You die. Alright, I have to make it. Okay, so he was pretty much dead already. I like how you start over. Like his health stays the same, but when you die, well, that makes sense. Because he's still hurt. Anyway, before Steam, you had to save all your DVDs, and there usually was like a serial number you had to type in on the back. So you couldn't lose that. If you lost that, you couldn't install it again. Steam has. I wasn't a really big Steam fan for when it first came out. I don't know why. Old school, I guess. I just wanted how it was. But now I get it. Like I just log into my Steam account, and I can reinstall games that I bought years ago, and that is definitely the way to go. It makes so much sense. Flashing Creeper. So unfortunately, I don't think I can buy Guild Wars on Steam. I should build. Creeper killed me. Flashing Creeper killed me. Didn't make it. We'll try again another day. Good chatting with you. For now, Mr. Shans is out.